How do you, as an activewear designer, design the perfect pair of leggings? You might ask yourself, Shadi, leggings are leggings. Why is it so difficult to design them? Well, take it from me. My name is Shadi Hadada. I'm the co-founder and creative director of Fittdesign. So if you've ever struggled to design leggings and you've wondered, what ways do I have to make my leggings stand out, to make them the best that they can be, this episode is going to be the one for you. So let's start off with number one. Understanding first who your core customer is going to allow you to design the legging for that core customer. Do all leggings come in the same shape and form? Of course not. Different leggings for different activities are going to have different use case scenarios. So understanding what your end user wants out of the legging is going to be key. Number two, now that we know what our end user is looking for, now we can pick the fabric. We start off with the fabric because the fabric is 99% of the legging. Let's look at what are the ideal specs. For sure, you're going to want to pick from either a nylon or a polyester. Spandex is the fiber that gives a garment its stretch and its shape retention. So you want something with high stretch recovery, you want something with good moisture wicking, you want something that's somewhat breathable, you want something that's going to be squat proof. So knowing your fit and making sure you're getting the perfect fit for the amount of fabric used is going to be key. When you're considering fits, consider how tall is the waist. Typically, with leggings that are cut quite tight, removing or eliminating the front rise helps with the issue of camel toe, which creates an unsightly appearance that makes a lot of women feel self-conscious. Next, I'd consider what type of gusset you're using. Definitely avoid going for a no gusset, especially if you have no front rise. You're going to want some sort of gusset to help distribute the tension of the fabric. Next, the length. There's a variety of different lengths. If you go to Lululemon, you'll find lengths that range from a capri length or like obviously a biker short that can be 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches. But when it comes to leggings, you're typically going to range between 18 inches, which is kind of like a capri legging, all the way to like 32, 33 inches for a super long legging for people that are especially tall. At the end of the day, a great high quality legging is going to be not just a visual aesthetic, it's going to be a functional aesthetic. But you also want to know what are the tools available to me to make this legging better. My best recommendation would be for something that hugs the waist perfectly and shapes the body. My recommendation would be always add some sort of tapered waistband, which mimics the natural shape of a female's body, which gives it more dimension on the hip and less dimension on the waist. Also, consider maybe the types of hems that you're using. Are you using a 3-needle 5-thread hem that has a flat lock seam for stretchability? Are you using a double needle stitch? My recommendation would be stick to 3-needle 5 threads with an overlock stitch because that's going to offer much more stretch. Stay away from single needle pick stitches as those typically will fray up and will definitely sort of open up over time. Number 5, learn to pick color. Color comes back to the first step, which I told you. Who is your end user? What are they going to be using this legging for? Typically, the best-selling leggings are going to be black, navy blue, burgundy, olive, taupe, brown, so on and so forth. Those are the core colors that you're going to see. Don't reinvent the wheel. Number 6, there's a variety of different construction methods. What you do want to avoid completely are plain seams or regular seams. Why? A plain seam is going to be a seam that you see on a regular single jersey t-shirt. It's where the fabrics are put side by side and you have the seam allowance, which is the extra fabric on the inside, and it just lays pretty much on the skin. The issue with that on a legging is that that additional seam allowance is going to cause irritation on the inside of the skin because the legging is cut very tight. The best thing that you can go for is to go for a 4-needle 6-thread flat seam. That is what I would go for, and those flat lock seams always have much more stretch. You can consider using a yarn or a stitch type or a thread type that has spandex in it. For the finishing of the hem at the bottom, consider using a turned up hem with a 3-needle 5-thread overlock stitch finish for stretchability. Well guys, that is it. At the end of the day, a legging is yours to make and it depends on who your customer is, so have fun with it. And if you want to speak to me one-on-one and you want to inquire about how you can design the perfect legging, or you have a legging that you're looking to improve on, you can check the link in the description. I have our one-on-one consultation calls every single week. My slots are limited, but I'd be more than happy to hop on that call with you. Guys, I say this from the very bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Fit Design TV. Until next week's episode, stay awesome.